Hey guys, this is Flamers and I'm just going to talk about materials and upgrading today. I've noticed on a few forums that people have been asking what certain materials are for and that they've not actually found any uses for them. So I'm just quickly doing this just to quickly go over that. Well, let's start off just having a quick look. As we all know, you have your basic materials. You've got the plasteel plating, which is for Titans. I think there's the other ones for Warlock and Hunter called something else, but that's for basically upgrading sort of blue armour and such, and weapon parts is the same. So what I really wanted to talk about is helium fragments, relic iron, spin metal and spirit blooms and what they're for. So I'll just quickly show you where to pick them up, because they're not always clear, so let's just go straight to that. Okay, so we're back on Earth and there's one of each of those 4 types of materials on each planet, and for this one we're looking for these. Now they've got no sort of glow to them, so they're quite hard to spot sometimes, but that's what we're looking for there. Okay, so we're on the moon now and you can spot these a little bit better than the last ones, and these are the helium fragments, or coils, filaments even. Right, so on Venus, and the material we're looking for here is these little things, the spirit blooms. They're quite easy to spot, and I do find that these are probably the easiest to farm out of all 4. And last but not least, we're on Mars, and you're looking for these relic shards here. And that's it. Let's head back to the tower. Okay, so you can either farm those for just as you were, or if you're lucky you can find chests as well, which will contain a certain number of those materials depending on the planet that you find it. So that's also another option that you have. So weapon parts and plasteel plating, they're obviously earned whenever you dismantle any sort of armour or anything like that. So I got 1 for there and 1 for there, and let's dismantle a weapon, some weapon parts. Now they're used to upgrade these certain items. I mean, these are already upgraded, but you need about 10 to 16, I think, depending on whether it's armour or whether it's a weapon, of either the item to upgrade. Now the 4 we've just farmed, you can either do 2 things with them. Now if you have a look, whenever you go to one of your faction quartermasters, you'll find that they have a material exchange at the bottom, and obviously you need 15 to exchange, and that will basically give you reputation in that faction. Now apparently it's not worth it because it only gives you 25 reputation, so you're better off just doing your normal things, just farming them. And that brings me to the second option, where if you save them, I've just picked myself up a legendary leg armour here, and if I go to upgrade it, the first one is only glimmer, but then you come to the next upgrades and you need 16 helium filaments, same for that one, and it's also the same for that one and the same for that one, but they also include ascendant shards. So it's really important that whenever you are leveling up that, and if you do see one of these materials, just farm it, because you'll need it in the end to upgrade all your legendary gear. If you actually have a look at your material details at the top, it will actually tell you where you can find these items that's required. Obviously helium filaments are found on the moon, which I just showed you, and ascendant shards are obtained from raids, winning in Crucible, and rarely from other sources, which is quite vague really. But so as you saw, that the leg armour requires ascendant shards and helium filaments. I've heard that any other piece of armour, like your chest and your gauntlets and your helmet, they'll require a separate piece out of one of those 4 materials that we farmed earlier. So no matter what planet you're on, it's always a good idea just to farm those materials. Right, so let's talk about the last two, Motes of Light and Strange Coins. Now, Motes of Light are usually farmed through EXP, and once you've reached level 20, obviously your EXP doesn't count towards your level anymore, so instead it works towards your next Mote of Light. Now, they're used at the speaker to purchase cosmetic stuff like your marks and stuff like that, and also your crests, your emblems. You can also get Motes of Light from your Cryptarch whenever you if you ever have an engram. Where am I? If you ever have an engram and you go to the Cryptarch guy to... There's a football. Hey. So whenever you go to this guy, you've always got a chance of either getting a Mote of Light or a strange coin. The strange coins are a little bit different. You can only spend them on a guy called Agent of the Nine. Now, he only spawns at the weekend, and it's not the weekend now, so I can't show you, but I've been told that he spawns around here, I think, and he has some pretty epic stuff, so you want to keep an eye out for him if you do see him. And I think the minimum amount of strange coins you need if you wanted to buy something is 11, so it's important that you collect those as well. So we've gone through pretty much every material that I have, but obviously there's going to be more materials that you're going to have to farm, especially for exotics. I know there's a couple exotic materials which you need to obviously upgrade exotic armors and weapons, and I'm assuming those you'll only ever get through raiding and really high-end end game content. And that's about it, guys. So yeah, keep saving those materials, don't waste them on the reputation exchange. You'll need them later on. So I hope this helped out, guys, and take care. Cheers.